So if it's funny, let us know by laughing. And if it's not funny, fuck them. But I should probably bring up the first comedian of the night. Not me. So, there you go. Hey, give it up for me. Yeah, give it up for me. So I was at there's usually a stool up here. Sorry, it's kind of throwing me off. Oh. I like this. So I was at the office the other day, working in the office, and they put up a new sign in the bathroom. It said, "Please only flush toilet paper." I was like, oh God. What am I gonna do with all this poop? I came out and my friend was like, "What took you so long?" And I was like, nothing. I definitely wasn't elbow deep in my own poop. So I have this thing called nerd neck. This thing called nerd neck. I don't know if you're familiar with the term. I know they're starting to become familiar with the term over on this side. Nerd neck. I know I look normal from here, right? I think, but you get a better image when I turn sideways. Oh. Yeah, it's messed up. Whenever I put my neck straight, I look like I'm reclining. This is just me with a straight neck, and it looks ridiculous. Sorry, I was kind of in a rush today. Whoa, floppy. I was kind of in a rush today, so the reason is because someone's broke into my house and stole 2/3 of all my pants. If you're in the back, my pants look ridiculous. So I like to travel around the world. In this year, I'll actually have been to like a bunch of countries, maybe 6 or 7. And when you travel around the world, like Japan and India and Dubai and Vietnam, when you travel around the world, you feel a lot of white guilt as an American. Like I was in Japan and I was in Tokyo. I was translating the sign. I was the only white guy. I was surrounded by Japanese people. And I'm translating the sign and it says, "On this exact spot, American firebombers dropped 16 tons of napalm and burnt 60,000 Japanese people alive, and it was never even reported in the news." And I'm translating it, and they're looking at, they know what the sign says, they're Japanese. I look around, I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of messed up." It's the best trick in the world. It's the best trick in the world. You just do your research. Which group of the whites fucked them over, and just don't associate with them. The whole rest of the trip, I was Australian. I was in Hiroshima, like, "God damn these fucking Americans! Oh God." And then on the flight to Dubai, I think my pilot felt white guilt because on the flight map we were plinking around. It was like Iran, ooh, oh no, Syria, ooh. We were dodging our own missiles that we gave them. That's white guilt in midair in live action. And we stopped in Dubai, and I really wanted to take in the culture, and the culture is expensive. I found out my wife was from Dubai because she do buy a lot of shit that we don't need. That's a stupid joke, but thank you very much. And then like when I go to Vietnam, I'm just gonna be like, "Здравствуйте, comrades." Yeah, I just don't want to be American there either. Let's see. So I actually have my Islamic friend is in the crowd. He actually just walked in. Thank you for coming, Hashim. He's from Jordan. He told me I need to do more. There he is. He told me I need to do more impressions. So in honor of my Islamic friend, this is my impression of an Islamic islander. Aloha Akbar. But he approved. But I have to think, Trump is actually racist. I wonder what he thinks that Islamic islander sounds like. He's actually racist. He probably thinks that Islamic islander sounds like Aloha Akbar. It's a Barack Obama joke. I'm also working on Barack Obama as an owl. That's another impression. Barack Obama as an owl. Ooh. Ooh-de-oo. Okay. So the CEO of Five Guys recently gave $2 million in bonuses to all of his employees. When asked why, he said, "I didn't want to get shot in the head." Guys, it's working. Maybe we need to pop a couple more. I want some BOGO wings at Wingstop. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know I look like Mario Mangione. Yeah. Okay, so Google. Oh. Yeah, sorry, I got like a, oh yeah, I'm only halfway through. Hell yeah! So I recently accidentally allowed Google to give me notifications, and now it just keeps giving me these stupid notifications, like these clickbaity ones, but today it was really weird, so I just literally, no joke, just gonna read off the 3 Google headlines I got today. The first one says, Andy Weir apologizes for his comments about Star Trek. I was like, man, Andy, what are you doing about that? Then the next headline was, teacher tired of AI makes all of her students use typewriters. Wow, I want to read about that. And then the third one said, scientists finally found the male G-spot. I was like, nah, this one I gotta learn about. But I thought it was a stupid article because I think we all knew what the male G-spot was. It's called a penis. You just interact with it in any capacity, and you'll get results. Yeah, somebody on the internet said that I'm not a real comedian if all I do is jokes about sex and porn and stuff like that. So I decided to start without that, but now we're headed into that. So we're gonna, I had this. I'm here with my bisexual friend. Actually, she's gonna be coming up later. Tripty Luna Rose. She's a great comedian, but being friends with a bisexual woman made me realize that one of my ex-girlfriends, I think she was bisexual, and thank God I didn't know that at the time because there's nothing I want to compete against less than pussy, Like she says she's going out with friends and I get all defensive, like, oh, you're going out with Sarah? How big is her clit? Mine's bigger. And it has a G-spot. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's afraid of, if you have that one letter, if you type in the browser and it auto-populates the rest of the word. I don't know if you're ever afraid your girlfriend or whatever is going to type that letter and see the results. I was afraid that she would type P because it was going to pop up Pinterest. I don't want her to know that I'm bisexual. Gotcha. You thought I was done with that stuff. You thought I was done. Okay, so, actually, I saw some female comedians complaining about male gynecologists and some jokes, and they were really funny jokes. And to be honest, I agree. If I were you, I wouldn't book an appointment with that creep. But I have to imagine it'd be funny if it were reversed. You had a female urologist. She'd be booked out for like 6 years. Dudes are just waiting for their moment, like, yeah, doc, it just keeps getting bigger. I don't know what's wrong. Dudes would literally dunk their balls in plutonium just to get an appointment. Become the next X-Men. So I hope, I don't know if there's any couples in the crowd. Any couples in the crowd tonight? A lot of fucking lonely people. Oh my God, except for these two, they went the distance. How long have you been together? 40? Or 4? 40? 40 years! Holy shit. I just recently started a great...
5 kids.
And 5 children. How'd you space them? All girls. Okay.
Well, he was overseas, so it was kind of like,
I don't know how much time I have left, but I'm just going to use the rest of it to just...
Yeah, we had a thing when we had kids and she would, we wanted sex, but we couldn't say sex. So we came up with Num Num. And Num Num stands for I'm going down on her.
Put your num num in the crumb crumb, man. Hell yeah, man. See. Easy to document, easy to find. This guy's got good choice of women, good choice of women. There's like half the dudes in this audience don't even know what we're talking about when we're talking about the clitoris. There's a lot of young men in the room. It's this thing that's like a lady dick, and you have to find it if you ever want to have a happy life. You know what I mean? When first you gotta tease it out. It's like Groundhog Day. Is it winter? Or am I warming up? You know what I mean? I think I have to go, but I do want to say that I recently started a nice relationship with a mermaid. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I had sex with a mermaid, except it was weird. The top half was fish. The bottom half was also fish. I've been fucking a fish. Not a lot of laughs, a lot of straight faces. Don't act like you've never wanted a little bit of that sloppy tilapia. All right, my very last joke for the night. I have this theory. I don't want to just talk about cum and bisexual wives, and I do want to talk about you more, but I don't have time for it. I have a theory. I just want to talk about Christianity for a moment, if you'll allow me. I have this theory. I'm Christian, but I'm the type of Christian that thinks we're God's semen. That's my denomination. I'm the one that thinks we're God's cum. Because if you think about it, I'm only here because my parents banged. And they're only here because their parents banged. And if you follow the bangs back, there was one big one. Some people think it was God. I think it was God. So if I have one message for you all, Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming. Jesus just came. Okay. The host. I have to bring up the next comedian. So the next comedian, I have a great pleasure to bring up a personal friend of mine, wonderful entrepreneur and local